Welcome back to another episode of Puyallup Home Pros. I'm Nikki Robbs. This podcast exists to serve you, the future and current homeowner here in Puyallup, introduce you to local professionals, local businesses that are going to serve you well during your time as a homeowner. And today I want to talk about the top 8 home pros that you need to know during your career as a homeowner. So future homeowners, tune in and start checking off the boxes of who you already know and who you like working with. If you haven't met somebody in one of these fields, then keep listening to this podcast because I will be introducing you to all of these people. And I'm introducing you to these people because they're people I already know, I like, and I trust. These are the same people that I'm going to refer to my in-laws, my children, my own home, my neighbors. These are people that I think you should work with. So keep listening to this podcast and you will find someone that you want to work with too. Number 1, let's start with plumber. I cannot tell you the number of times when I have needed a plumber because my DIY got a little out of hand. And it's very, very nice to know a plumber who can come quickly. Maybe you can pay them in cash or in tacos or burritos. If you have a friend who's a plumber, I mean, that's pretty awesome. These are clutch people and you always need them when you're least expecting it. Plumbing issues tend to happen when you're not prepared. I don't know why. I think I'm pretty darn prepared. But then suddenly I've got a leak under the sink. I start getting into it and I realize, oh, wow, that's a little bit more than I expected. So you should know a plumber. Actually, I have not yet had a plumber on this podcast. That doesn't mean I don't know somebody that I know, like, and trust. It just means that we have to work out our schedule. So you're about to meet some plumbers. Know a plumber. Always know a plumber. Whether that's a bathtub that's leaking, a sink that's leaking, installing a garbage disposal, and the DIY got a little beyond you, know a plumber. Know a plumber. Second is electrician. This seems to be the other thing in my life where I can kind of do it until I can't. So know an electrician because this is also something you do not want to mess with. The damage, the consequences of doing this poorly are really, really high. Know an electrician. Again, if you've got a buddy that's an electrician and you can pay them in tacos, talk to them soon. I'm sure you already know one, but talk to them about your project and give them a heads up. I know a couple of electricians that I have seen their work. I have seen them work on my clients' homes, and I think they're pretty fabulous with a fairly fair price. I mean, fair price is subjective to you and your budget, but I think they're a really fair price. Know an electrician, don't kill yourself, don't hurt someone you love, and do not burn your house down. That's why you need an electrician. Next up is roofer. Whether you're buying the house and you're discovering the roof isn't so great, you're selling your house and you're discovering, wow, the roof kind of got away from us in the last 20 years. Either way, it's good to know a roofer. It's good to know that you have options. It's great to know that roofing materials have changed. Roofing standards have changed. Know a roofer. Have someone in your pocket, in your phone, in your Rolodex. Rolodex, oh dear. Know somebody who knows somebody. Let me introduce you to some roofers I know. Next up is HVAC. Yes. Gosh, I swear a lot of Puyallup homes were not built with 90-degree summers in mind. My own home has almost no cross ventilation on the upper floor. None of the windows and doors align so that airflow can actually happen. I need help with cooling the house. The heating of the house, we've got it dialed in. It's good to know people on both sides, and especially if that's a furnace repairman, someone who can handle everything that your furnace does. Your furnace should actually be seen about 5 years in. Every 5 years, have someone come out and do a service check, do a look at your furnace. Not all furnaces have reusable, what's it called? Not all furnaces have the paper filters that you can just throw away at the end of every quarter or every year. Some of them are actually reusable and they're mine. Hard to get to, hard to do. Not super fun. Wish we had a different option. Know someone in HVAC that can help you, coach you through it, and maybe suggest a replacement when you're ready. Next up is landscape. Even if you love doing your own yard work, it's good to know a landscaper. Again, because you never know when that DIY project might be more than you expected. Could be more than you anticipated. Hey, we're building a retaining wall. Oh, that's a drainage issue. Oh, we now need an excavator. Oh, now we have to add additional landscaping. My neighbors cut down their trees. Now I have no privacy. I need a landscape. I need someone who can give me good advice. I need someone who can give me good advice. Hey, this grass doesn't grow in this climate. I need someone who can give good advice. So, landscaper. Know somebody who can give you rock solid advice for what is possible with your budget, your space, your soil, and your sunlight issues. If you are surrounded by pine trees, that's a completely different environment than someone who is 100% in the sun in the valley with no trees around. Next up is drainage. I think everybody should know a drainage expert, someone in excavation. We have so many water issues around here between the hillsides and the river and the rain. You should know somebody in drainage so that when something happens or you're starting to notice a problem, you know who to call. And if you don't know who to call, look in the comments on this episode because I will be linking several of my favorite people. Homeowners insurance. That's another one. We've got to get this schedule worked out and get a home insurance professional here on the podcast. In Washington State, you're required to have homeowner insurance as a part of buying the house. It's got to be all set up before you're at closing. And so you should know someone that you can know, like, and trust, that you can consider doing whole umbrella policies for your home, auto, life, whatever else. Know a great homeowner insurance company, know a great person who will go to bat for you, who's available when you need it most. And lastly, you should know a handyman. A handyman is a great person for all those times when the DIY got a little bit beyond you, or maybe you're just intimidated and you don't want to start. There's lots of projects I just don't want to start because I already know I am going to be in over my head really fast. I don't even want to start it. You could call a handyman. Handyman usually has just enough training to do all these things well, but they're not in business as a plumber, as an electrician, as an HVAC technician, but they could do part of it. Handyman is a wonderful next step. After DIY, handyman, and then beyond. Many handymen actually are certified general contractors, and so let's talk to some. I'll introduce you to some, and you can find out if they are a good fit for you. So those are the top 8 home professionals you need here in Puyallup as a homeowner or a future homeowner. Let's recap that. That's plumber, electrician, roofer, HVAC technician, landscaper, drainage expert, homeowners insurance, and a handyman. There's so many more I could introduce you to, but we have to stop somewhere. So we're going to do 8. So thanks for listening to Puyallup Home Pros. Keep on listening because I'm going to be introducing you and interviewing these various experts here that serve your community, your neighbors, and I trust them enough to recommend them to my own in-laws, my own house, my own children. So thanks for being here. Let's get you home.